Hey guys, it's Katie. Now with the holidays coming up, I know we've got our wish lists going, so I figured it would be kind of helpful for me to do a little review and comparison of Urban Decay's Naked Basics palettes alongside the Naked 2 Basics palette. So if you're interested in seeing a little review and comparison of these two palettes, then please keep watching. These little palettes are the matte offerings of eyeshadows from Urban Decay. Each palette contains 6 full-size shadows. The shadows of these palettes offer great pigmentation. However, I do find that even when I use the fluffiest of brushes, there is a lot of kick up from the shadow pans. I guess it's just the more pigmented they are, the powdery they kind of get, but it does lead them to be very blendable. Now in this first Naked Basics palette, we have Venus, which is actually the only shadow in this palette which isn't matte. It's more so kind of like an off-white demi-matte, but it's not super shimmery or frosted that it's super noticeable. Next we have Foxy, which is a very light pale yellow. And then next to that is Walk of Shame, or WOS, which is a very light nude shade. And then we have Naked 2, which is a taupe matte. And then Faint, which is a warm dusty brown. And then Crave, which is a very deep dark black brown. Okay, so this first swatch is of Venus. As you can see, the kind of shimmer to it isn't terribly noticeable. And then we've got Foxy, which pretty much almost blends into my skin tone. It's great, just kind of like an all over brow bone color. And then we've got Walk of Shame, which I love. It's just a really pretty light nude. And then we've got Naked 2, which works great as a kind of transition or blending out color. And then we've got Faint here, which I love. A great, mid-tone brown. And then Crave, which is almost black, but I really love this for just to work out in the outer V. I find that the Naked Basics palette works well across all skin tones, from very fair to deeper, richer skin tones, just because of the higher contrast of the shades. You've got the really light shades, and then you've got these deep, dark, almost black shades that can really add depth and dimension at the slightest touch. Now for the Naked 2 Basics palette, yes, it's called Naked 2 Basics, not Naked Basics 2. But the Naked 2 Basics palette is another palette with 6 full-size shadows. And at first glance, it may seem like the first Naked Basics palette because of the lighter and the deeper shades. However, I do feel that these shades rest more so within the mid-tone range of the neutral spectrum, I guess you would say. So you'll find it a little more difficult if you are kind of medium and darker. So first we've got Skimp here, which is just a really pale nude satin. And then Stark, which is a like nude pink. And then Frisk, which is a warmer gray tone. And then we've got Cover, which is a kind of muted red brown. And then Primal, which is just a brown matte. And then Undone, which is a deeper, smokier brown. So here, as you can see, with the swatches, the contrast between the shades aren't as highly contrasted as they were in the first Naked Basics palette. So here we've got Skimp, Stark, Frisk, Cover, Primal, and then Undone. Now, do I find it absolutely necessary to own both? Not really, but if you're someone that's starting out with makeup, either one of these palettes would be a great investment, just because, for $29, it's an amazing value. The Naked 2 Basics is just a little bit more cooler tone than the Naked Basics. They're both, conveniently sized to where you can just toss them in your purse or travel bag. They both contain a very, substantial mirror, so that, you don't have to carry a separate mirror with you. So I hope you guys found this little mini review and comparison of the Naked Basics and Naked 2 Basics palettes somewhat helpful, and it'll help you decide, for your holiday shopping, or if you're just looking to add another palette to your stash. If you have any further questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, along with any feedback, suggestions, or requests that you guys may have. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And if you are, thank you so very much. I hope to see you guys in my next video. And until then, I leave you with lots of love and laughter. Helpful. Now both these in